let's implement the solution. So first let's get the input. So here we can have the input m is equals to 3, and we can have the bacteria array, or I can just name it array as so let's keep something like that. So we have leaders as 4, 2, and 8, and we have inputs, or we can have ordinary bacteria as 1, 3, 5, 5, uh, and 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Now here all the numbers are distinct, and these 2, 4, 8 are our leaders, right? So first of all, let's fetch the leaders. So I can say let leaders is equals to our array dot slice, which is from 0 to n, right? This will fetch 248 from this, right? And if I'll move, so the next part is let the bacterias, right? These are the bacteria. Let's call it bacteria, right? Which is again array dot slice, and we wanted to slice from m to last, right? Now we have the back leaders, we have the bacteria, right? And since you have seen that we are going to sort the leaders, but we also want to maintain the order of it, but we can maintain it from here, so that is fine, right? One thing we have to create is we have to create the colony, right? So before let's create the colony. So I can say that let colony is equals to empty object, right? And now how we'll be working with the empty object. So let's put all the things with frequency 1. Let's put all the leaders with frequency 1 in this column, right? So how can I put it? Again, it's a for loop. So I can run for I equals to 0, I less than leaders dot length I plus plus, and we can put colony of leaders of I as 1. So this will basically give us the colony size. So for now, 4 has the colony of size of 1, 2 has the colony size of 1, and 8 has the colony size of 1, right? We can also print it. So console.log, and we can print the colony. Let's check if this is working. So node colony. So here you can see the 2 has the 2 has the colony size of 1, 4 has 1, and 8 has 1, right? I should increase the size bit. Right. Yeah. Now, the second thing that we have to do is to make our implementation a little easier. What I'm doing, I'm just inserting a very big number to the end, right? So I'm just making it int max, and let's say it is 10 to the power 10, right? Now, now think about it. So let's push it into the leaders. Leaders dot push, and we can push in max, right? Now what? Now I think we can start, right? We can start our iterations. So let's go to each of the bacterias, right? So I can go for index I equals to 0, I less than our bacterias. Okay, do we have the bacteria? What was the name? Bacter, sorry. Bacters dot length. Uh, and what we wanted to do here. So first of all, let's say this is the scenario, right, where we have 2, 4, 8 are the leaders, and 1 is the backer. So now the j, like I'll make one pointer which is pointing to 0. I will make it, so let's make one. So let j is equals to 0, right? And now I will check if the backer is less than the this j. Yes, it means it has the best answer possible is, let's say we have 3, and now I want j to be here. right? So basically, I want vector of I should be less than leader of J. So if this is not the case, I'll keep on increasing J, right? If this is not the case, if somehow vector of I is greater than leader of J, then I'll be keep on increasing the J and will take the J on its correct position. So I'll say while vector of I is somehow greater than leader of J, right? Now my task here is to do J plus plus. Now J is on its correct position, right? Now there can be one corner case where J is 2, right? And there is no lesser number than this, right? So we can directly assign this to colony 2, right? So how we can do it? So I can say if J is equals to 0, here I will assign this vector of J to the colony of 2, right? How we can assign it? So I can say that colony of leader of J is plus plus, right? I have just increased the size, right? Now else if the another scenario is where you have J is not 0. Like for example, in this scenario, J will be 1, right? And let's say vector is 3. Now here I'll check the difference with 2 and 4, and whichever minimum I will put it there. So first I'll check math dot absolute if leader of J minus vector of I, if this is, or I can say let's put the J minus 1, right? If the first one is less than math dot absolute leader of J minus vector of I, then this must go to leader J minus 1, right? So I can please go to colony leader J minus 1 and increase his size of colony by 1. And if this is not the case, it will go to the colony leader of J and I'll increase it. Do we agree? So what I have written here, so let's say the distance is, this distance is less, so it must go to J minus 1, right? And if this distance is less, so it must go to J. So I think that's it. Let's try to console out the answer colony size, colony, and let's try to print it. So we have some error. Let's try to debug that. So he says I is not defined. Okay, I made it index, so I'll make it I. It will be better thing to do because I have used I everywhere. Uh, so here we have the 2 has the size 1, 4 has the size 3, and 8 has the size 7. Okay. 2 has the size 1. No, 2 should have the size 2, right? Yes, 2 should have the size. So I think I've made some mistake. What is the mistake that I have made? So if bacteria of I is greater than leader of J, we do J plus plus. If J is equals to 0, I'll say this. If leader of J minus 1 minus bacteria of I is less than leader of J minus vectors of I said uh, I'm not sure what mistake I am doing. Oh, okay. I have not sorted the arrays, right? This was the basic part that we always wanted to do, right? We have not sorted the array. So let's sort the array. So I can sort the vectors dot sort. I think we sorted the array. No, we forgot to sort the array. Got it. So let's sort the vectors. So I think everybody knows A, B, and we can say A minus B. And similarly, we can sort the leaders as well, right? So leaders dot sort, right? Now I think it should work fine. Let's check. Now it is fine. So 2 has the size 2, 4 has the size 3, and 8 has the size 6. Right? Now, till now, our solution is not complete because if you remember the question for uh, 1, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6. The answer for this was basically okay, sorry. The question, if you remember, the input was 5 and 1, right? For 5, the answer was 4 and 2. But here we have the answer as uh, object, right? So how we can do it? I think it's straightforward. So we can run a loop for let I equals to 0, I less than m, and I plus plus. We have the array. So I can find out the colony size of array of I, right? So I can say console.log array of I. Okay. So here it should give me the correct input that we wanted. So it is 4 to 8. What do we mean? So it means 4 has the size 4 colony, 2 has the size 2 colony, and 8 has the size 2 colony. And this is what we wanted. I hope you understood it. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.